yeah, this guy's here. We got to deal with some issues. Me and Lupe fiasco.
Whoa, Lupe.
Oh, welcome, Lupe. I'll give you a nice warm welcome.
Come on, Lupe.
Lupe back. Lupe back.
He's trying to keep his mind together.
Nah, I'm just Mission, the new single. We are on a mission.org.
It's pretty amazing that.
I'm gonna say that 30 times.
You should, and we're
Mission.
all with you because
we
that
on a
is,
mission.org.
and we all agree to F cancer. You know, fuck cancer, straight up. It's affected a lot of our lives here personally. Laura Styles, your
Yeah,
mom.
my mother's a breast cancer survivor. So it's Stand Up for Cancer. What kind of projects are you doing?
Oh, it's massive. There's so much stuff that we've been doing with the record before it even came out, maybe 2 months in advance. We've had the record since like, I don't know, maybe March or something like that. And so we just was going around planning for different people, different organizations. It led to me being the music director for U.S. Soccer, the men's national team. And then there's a ton of other little things that'll start popping off through the year. There's a ton of collaborations coming. There's some interesting associations and stuff that we build with
Which
people.
cancer organizations are you rocking with specifically for the?
My main partner is Stand Up to Cancer. One of the early people we played the record for, and they reacted to it amazing. Helped us do a lot of stuff with it. Another partner is Live Strong, and we're working with more in a kind of logistical advice kind of role, but hopefully that develops into some as well. And then specifically a group called Fuck Cancer, or F Cancer.
Yeah, that's why I shouted it.
So shout to Yael.
Yael's awesome. She's a cool chick.
So she came through and actually helped. There's some testimonials at the front of the record. Those are all like Fuck Cancer associates and survivors and people that work with that organization.
So where in the research, you know, because you hear research pop up all the time, where are, and do you know, or maybe, I mean, you hear things, this new study was found and this new study was found. Is it really, are we still in the stage of just make sure you get checked out as early as possible so that you can get to it as early as possible? Or are there other things that we've learned at this point?
Oh, there's tons of avenues. There's the main word and the buzzword that I keep hearing as I go to different organizations and talk to different doctors and researchers is the comprehensive. You know, so it's the idea of everything can work in the right way. Right. You know, so when I say everything, I don't mean to be super general, but like, you know, acupuncture.
Do the homeopathic natural stuff and
in
Western
collaboration
stuff.
In collaboration with chemo, in collaboration with this, in collaboration with that. We even look at the song Mission. It was interesting that Mission is kind of like a therapeutic piece in itself, so that fits into the comprehensive package as well. But there's die-hard, straight-up scientific research that's going on, and that's part of the association with Stand Up to Cancer. It's to not only raise awareness, but within raising that awareness, to raise some funds in the same capacity. And it gets directed into their survivorship programs. That's, you know, you beat cancer, now what? You know, you just got diagnosed, now what? You're in the middle of this particular therapy, now what? So there's all these different avenues to kind of approach it. And that was one of the pieces of along with the song, is we wanted to put that out there too. Like, there are opportunities for, you know, for jobs around this. It's interesting to say, but it's like, would you rather have a job building something, you know, whatever,
but it's a meaningful
or would you
job.
have a job where you actually helping saving people's lives?
And see how I let Lupe divert us from dealing with the issue of Thought 97, the song that he put out on the internet. You see how I went a long way.
Well, you should. This is a bit.
This is way more important.
I think this is more important.
I think. And can I ask one more?
I just wanted to make sure the audience know that I'm not going to just let him
We are on a mission.
slide out of here. Like
Before we
we're
talk
not-
about it.
We on a mission.org. Thought 97, the freestyle is on my SoundCloud. Lupe, the SoundCloud.
Yo, that was a great freestyle. And I appreciate the shout out.
You should. You're a boss.
What was the? I know you shouted me out in it. That was amazing.
It was hot.
But also the station. What prompted the Thought 97 freestyle?
Because it's the name of your radio station is Hot,
And it was just that simple.
and here's a T, Thought.
I thought you was like getting at us, like you
Why
was
would I get
calling
at
us
you?
thoughts or something.
Why would I get at you?
I mean, you are a thought.
I'm Don Thought.
Thotty,
Don
thotty,
Dada.
thotty.
So this is Ebro, and this is Don Dada.
We say thada.
No, I you know me. I just in my mind somewhere was
See,
like,
I figured you would do that,
I know you did.
and you troll.
And then I went back at you,
And
trying to throw a video.
Yeah,
And you didn't play along.
Yeah, I didn't even go.
Wait, but are you claiming that you actually weren't saying any shot at Hot 97?
No,
For what? Why would I do that? Where in the song did I say it?
no, you didn't.
Yes,
But
exactly.
I think that
'Cause you're
people who
smart.
dislike us wanted it to be.
That's your fault though,
I love that.
and his fault.
No.
You hashtag it next time. Hashtag it next time.
I'm not for what?
Blame Ebro.
For what?
Because Ebro wants to build a brand. No, but that was
No.
He has
Hold on,
t-shirts.
Rosenberg.
Ebro's
Hold
brand
on.
building. I'm sure he is.
Hold on. You can't just.
When I first met Ebro, Ebro was in the back.
Yep. Now I'm in the front.
He's way in the
Now
back.
he's here.
They kept pulling on me.
Just like
They kept pulling on me.
he didn't have to come out and say nothing. Everything was rolling like clockwork. Then Ebro came to the front and it was like, oh man.
Well, things change.
Yo, but seriously, he can't just use Hot 97 to launch a freestyle and then me not go back at it.
I totally agree.
That can't
But
happen.
I'm feeling like a boss like Ebro.
Nah, see,
I don't
I
understand.
know when,
Like,
I know
what
when
is he
Lupe's
talking about?
being sarcastic.
What are you talking about? I'm feeling like a boss like Ebro.
Yeah, everything he says is sarcastic.
Yo, it's
and a
super
troll.
sarcastic.
Why I gotta be sarcastic?
Because that's who you are.
I'm not sarcastic.
How long have I known you? 8 years?
How long
9?
have you, so in that period of time, when have I been sarcastic? I haven't been straight to the point.
No, you are.
At
On
niggas'
serious,
necks,
on
right?
serious topics.
Right, like at nigga Stokes. Yo, I don't agree with this.
Yeah, for sure.
Right?
For sure.
So
for
why
sure.
would I?
Because it's me and it's Hot 97 and we've supported you since the beginning. So
But
of course,
when have I been up here and felt a certain ways and let niggas know I felt a certain ways
like about what?
about whatever?
You're
No,
pretty
you're always
straightforward.
direct, but you're also a funny dude, and people
know.
don't know that side of you. And I do. See?
Like he wouldn't have called it Thought 97 for no meaning. No reason.
No, you know what
Well,
He's
you
not talking
like-
about the playlist. You're not talking about anything about the radio.
Well, I'm calling like there's a station down in Jacksonville called Hot 93. I'm like, yo, Thought 93. And the niggas won't know what that is.
Right, so you trolled us. I got back
I didn't
at
troll you.
You did,
I didn't
though.
troll you.
Come on.
Busy. Were you there when I recorded that?
Nah.
What was I? He made the artwork. Busy. What did we have any?
He's throwing him under the bus.
For what? I'm gonna stand up for my G. Busy. Right? Did we have any ill will or ill intention?
Yo, if you
Was that
haven't,
in
if
our
you haven't,
mind?
while Lupe goes to his
So
man,
look what he doing. He trying to amp it up.
Nah,
like it's something.
it ain't
He trying
never.
to play the victim here.
Yo, listen, there's a lot
You
of real.
can't play the victim
No,
because
I'm
you're the
not.
most
I'm
aggressive
I'm not the victim.
non-victim in New York.
I'm not the victim ever.
That is a good
I
way of
do-
describing you, bro.
I
The
do
non-victim.
You're a non-victim all day.
all day. But I do enjoy a good hip hop conversation because I feel like it keeps things balanced.
You definitely
I do-
have some very interesting
I
hip
do
hop
enjoy.
conversations.
I do enjoy people who are purists
I'm not a
debating a
purist.
brand like Hot 9. I didn't say you. I just said people.
Not a purist.
I do enjoy that. I do enjoy the accusations that somehow me or Hot 97 are responsible for certain things. I love that conversation because I feel like in hip hop we've always had open dialogue about things we like and don't like, and I just don't ever want to see us in a place where we're just like acting like everything's okay. I don't want that.
Remember when Hot 97 started playing Damn?
Yep.
That's when it was over with.
Which dam? The Alcoholics Dam or Youngbloods Dam?
Young Bloods.
That was
It
the
was
one.
over with. I used to come
was
to
Lil
I
Jon's
used to
fault.
come to New York. I ain't hear nothing but Nas and Jay. It was all New York. They would never play nothing.
See, he's
bro.
trolling now because he knows he's playing in
And
the
then
Twitter
they started playing Damn. The New York. Y'all remember that? When they started playing Damn
No,
up
it
here and they
actually
played it
started
like,
before
I
that.
heard it was
like
before that.
39 times
No,
a
you know
day.
when it, you know when it
I was
happened?
like, oh.
I'm gonna tell you what the big debate was. This is a real
Shout out to
thing.
Young Blood.
It was when Master P and Make 'Em Say dropped.
Now,
'Cause
not when
it
it
was-
dropped. 8 months after it dropped.
Well, no, no,
Playing up here.
no. When it dropped, there was like a we not. Nah, that's South. No, we not. That was like a real thing. And then Cash Money came behind that, and that was a real thing. And those records went around. And then 3-6 Mafia sipping on some Scissor and all that stuff started. And then you had the Dipset start making records that sounded like it was from somewhere else. They started doing that, and then it started to ease in. And then Lil Wayne and Joel Santana started to collabo. Right, and then it started to ease in. So you gotta do your homework a little bit.
Look at
Lupe.
him,
This
do
has
my
been
homework. You
happening
see
a
this?
little.
I'm
bit.
just a regular guy who landed
you're
in New
Lupe
York.
Fiasco.
I'm a regular guy who
Nah,
landed
son.
in New York. The first thing I heard was, Flex dropping bombs on some crazy Beanie Sigel whatever, right? I come back few months later, I land, I turn on the radio. Damn, all day. I'm like, yo, y'all playing Damn? Y'all using slang from Texas? Woo.
Wait, damn.
Woo.
People never said damn
Woo.
before.
No, I'm talking about the song.
It was
Lupe Fiasco's here, ladies and gentlemen.
It's a whole
I'm letting him
culture
skirt
shock.
around. I'm
Now,
letting him skirt around. a
ladies
little
and gentlemen,
bit.
this is a guy from Chicago who came to New York, been coming to New York since 1999, 2000, coming here, and has paid full attention because there was no way else not to Hot 97, and has watched the progression of Hot 97. I don't know the playlist because that's not my job to know the playlist. I just turn on and listen to the radio.
He does know a lot about playlists, though. Don't let him
does.
ever fool you.
Right, and
he knows
so
about
I'm
he
just
knows
saying,
about all of
for
that.
me, the turning point, and everybody I've listened to. You had a ton of cats from New York on here.
Buckshot.
Talk about what they felt was the transition point, what it is now, and for me, a guy who's not from New York.
Was it when Jay-Z did Big Pimpin'?
Nah,
That's
still New York.
Really? That record?
It's Jay-Z.
Yeah, but he was on a UGK record.
Youngbloods are not from New York.
Yeah, but I'm talking about UGK now.
What about UGK?
He made
was
a
on a
UGK
record
record.
with
It was
them.
basically a UGK record.
It was a UGK record that Hove jumped on. Let's be specific.
What album was Big Pimpin'?
Not Dynasty. I forget which one it was.
What album was Too Short on?
He'd always had him. Is that what you're saying?
on. He
Too Short was
always-
on the second one.
But I'm just saying. It's
saying.
happened. It's been happening for a long time. And now fast forward to where things are at musically. You look at like an ASAP Rocky who's from Harlem, right? Who people accuse of sounding like he's from somewhere else, right? Who will tell you, look, the music that I heard when I heard Bone Thugs, which was popular, Hot 97 played Bone Thugs. Bone Thugs did records with Biggie, and people got exposed to artists from other regions. Now fast forward today, you have the internet. You have regional sounds, and then you have people who just Mustard gets accused of taking sounds from the Bay Area and his style. So I just like to have this conversation with you to see where you at, sir.
But you have recognized that you still terrestrial radio is still directly connected to iTunes. So you do hold a very you can feed and not feed people what you decide.
Meaning, real quick, just to be clear for the listeners, that you're saying that what we play on the radio still definitely affects iTunes sales.
Yes,
as much as people will say radio doesn't matter.
Nah,
you see
it's
it
a
matter.
direct correlation.
Absolutely.
So you can,
but we also are
pay
directly
rent and not pay rent for certain artists.
Yes, but we also watch what the kids are partying to. Like me and Mr. C and the DJs here have this debate all the time because I say when people are listening to the radio, they are not in the club. Versus people who want to hear club music, that's stripper club music or dance club music, and they want to hear that stuff on the radio. And I'm like, yeah, you got to have more of a balance. And it starts to get tough for DJs. And then when you go around the city, and I'm not talking about the city, Manhattan city, where you go and they're playing top 40 music mixed with that. I'm talking about when you go out to the boroughs and those 18, 19-year-old college kids and kids who are from New York are partying to Snooty Wild and K-Camp and Young Thug and the list goes on and on and on. You have to then take notice if you're an artist from this region and go, wait a minute, that's what they like even before it's on the radio.
Right.
The radio today, terrestrial radio as you put it, is not setting the trends.
It's
the
selling
internet
it's selling the record.
Absolutely,
but the internet's not selling records.
No. The radio sells
the
records.
radio still sells records.
Absolutely.
So there's definitely some heat and some real, weight behind an artist arguing his point.
Oh no, there's
having radio placement for whatever the music is.
They
can make the point, as you like to make a lot, about that music is trash.
Absolutely.
And the music I make is actually really good music.
Absolutely.
If you want to go to the Grammys, let's see who's going to be at the Grammys.
Lupe Fiasco will.
The song that you don't play on the radio. Right?
Sometimes.
But when it comes down to just this is a very nice song as opposed to this is just
trash.
Right.
And
so
I agree
go
with
both
that.
Ways.
No, I love that conversation.
Go both ways.
And I'll be honest, I think a lot of that music is trash. I've said Young Thug is trash.
I don't think Young Thug is trash. I think Young
saying
Thug is
that,
great.
Yo, you always trying to be cool.
No, I think Young Thug
he
is
likes
dope.
he likes shit like that. He really does. I'm not saying it's not a troll, but he does really like it also.
I do. I enjoy it. I love Young Thug a lot.
Get out of here, son.
Metro Boomin want him some more, nigga. Woo! Thugger, want him some more, nigga. I fuck with that.
But why can't he like it? What is it because of the nail polish and the skirts? That's what bothers you?
No, that doesn't bother me.
I'll put you like this when Young...
Honestly, I don't know. I saw him at the show the other day, and I said, yo, I don't really like your music, but you moving out here. Good job, my G.
Yeah, but why would you tell Young Thug that?
Because I wanted to be
honest.
How old
is he?
I don't know. He's a teen, right?
He's young.
Come on, man.
He's young.
You gonna make him not fuck with you?
I mean, and there's a lot of people
who
don't fuck with me.
Why would you want
He
that?
old. Why does he care?
I don't want him to
but
not.
He's the representative of Hot 97, the most powerful radio station on the East Coast.
East Coast? What would be the one that's bigger in the whole country?
I don't know, maybe Z100.
That's East Coast also. But anyways, who cares?
You know I don't know what I'm talking about.
Nah, but listen, here's the
We are on a
bottom line is,
mission.org, the new single.
See, I almost had him. I had him for a minute.
Make sure you go get that. Appreciate I need this platform.
How has cancer affected you personally?
Yeah, what was the inspiration behind doing it?
My grandmother passed away from cancer. Very quick though. It was like it wasn't like a long drawn out. It wasn't no chemotherapy treatment. It was like go to the hospital for something, figure out you got something else, pass away. And Grace though, she passed away in Grace. It was I love you. It was amazing.
Oh, it was beautiful.
It's crazy.
Last words joint.
Crazy.
Yeah, that's tight.
and it started to get funky after that when I went to the funeral, and I stood up and was like, yo, you know, my grandma passed away from something that could have possibly been prevented. So, you know, all my aunts, all my, you know, nieces, my moms, everybody's in the crowd, you know, y'all should go get, you know, tested if you can and see if you got some. Just stay up to date on your health. And when I went and sat back down, the preacher stood up and was like, yeah, that's cool, but God is really worried about your spirit as opposed to your body, and went through this other piece. And I was like, what kind of horse shit is that?
So true.
So that was like the little flame, but it didn't turn into a song. It wasn't nowhere near being a song. And last year, a brother named Kwesi, who actually, if you go to weonamission.org and you see the video we got called Missions, he's the first dude that talks. And he got diagnosed with stage 4 prostate cancer like maybe a few months before Kwanzaa last year. And he's the guy who organizes the Kwanzaas in Chicago in one particular university. And he got up on stage at Kwanzaa, was like, yo, I got stage 4 cancer. They said this. I'm not even acknowledging it. I'm a fighter, da-da-da-da-da. And that's when it was like, he needs a song. You know, then one of my homies walks up, she's dealing with breast cancer. Another homie dealing with this. And it was just kind of like, oh yeah, this is hitting me now. You know, this is too much in my face for me not to react and make art out of this.
What happened to Kwesi? Sorry, but what happened to Kwesi?
He's still fighting it.
Still fighting it right now.
Kicking it. Yeah. So, you know, and he's a part of leading. You know, we're trying to turn Mission into something bigger than a record. So he's leading that initiative in Chicago. So,
you know, I hate to oversimplify because so many people are affected by cancer, but I do believe, I'm a strong believer in what you put in your body and the things that are going on around us, from cell phones to the way food is processed to a lot of things, you know, the prescription, some of the prescription drugs that we're given that we don't know the long-term effects of. I mean, you could probably run down a list longer than me from stories that you're hearing, but where are you in that place of like how the food you eat? I don't know. Are you a vegetarian? Do you subscribe to any like lifestyle? Have you made a lifestyle change or?
No, you definitely. Well, I don't mind getting my prostate checked. I think that's the first thing that people got to get over.
I'm afraid.
You got to get over that.
I mean, I keep it. No. Every time I go to the doctor, I say, "Tell me when," so I can. They put the glove on and they go up your ass. For anybody who doesn't know what happens, they say, "Does a cancer run in your family?" I say no. They say, "Well, it'll probably start around the time you're 41." I'm 39, so in 2 years. I'll be getting on this radio talking about, yo, I got violated at the doctor's office.
But I think you have to talk about it because that's what most people are scared. Most people are scared.
No, I'm afraid.
One of my girlfriends, she was vegan, the whole nine. She went to the doctor just because she had a stomach ache. Comes out with spleen cancer. She died in 2 years. 2 years. So it's all about early detection.
Yeah. Early detection, and then those lifestyle pieces don't necessarily mean. You know, if you have a genetic piece, like if it runs in the family, the lifestyle piece can help to a certain degree, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to override, actually getting it. So
what is it, mission dot?
We are on a mission.org.
Okay, boom.
You go check it out. The song is there. You can download the song, check out the video, and then we're launching from there a ton of different programs and different things throughout the rest of the year.
And when's the album?
I got a release date. I don't know if I should tell you.
Why?
Why would you not tell us?
I don't know. Should I tell him? Nah. See, Crespo was like, nah.
Hold it.
No, okay.
They're like, hold it.
Wait, tell me the philosophy behind not telling people when your album's coming out. I don't understand.
The single's out. It's out right now.
People, I don't understand when people. I don't get.
Is that because there's like when you put the date out, you want to make sure you're gonna hit the date?
No, I don't think it's that. I think it's more, you know, you got cards, and you play your cards at different times in different places. You know, I think part
of the strategy is to focus on this piece now.
Yeah,
and then we'll get to dealing with the other thing.
Yeah,
that's clean. I'm not in your world, so I don't know.
No, this just.
I asked because we have a friend in common, Nikki Jean. Who
I
was just with her.
Nikki Jean's on the album.
I know,
like 4 times.
Like I know, I'm very excited.
Yeah.
Nikki Jean's incredibly talented, and you first heard her on Hip Hop Saved My Life, and Lupe kind of put her on, and now you guys like kind of got back together in the studio. So she was just telling me it sounded dope, so I just wanted to hear.
We got some joints. It's an amazing album. It's an amazing album. I rarely say that, but this is a really.
I gotta say, I really loved "Bitch Bad."
Yeah,
that was an amazing song.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Well, we got another record called "Everything Look Better with a Bitch" next to it, featuring Ty Dolla $ign, which might be the next single.
Do you catch flack for that? because people see you as like a conscious rapper, and then you throw the word bitch around or you use the N word kind of freely amongst friends, and then you have Ty Dolla $ign on it, and you know, do your fan base? Does any of your fan base get at you about that stuff?
I don't know. It's funky because I walk in so many different worlds. So there's a big corporate world that I walk in now. There's a huge due to my Henry Crown Fellowship. There's a whole nother world
educators
that I walk in.
kind of world,
and I speak the same in all the worlds. You know,
you don't have a different voice that you put on when you get to Hot 97, and then when you get to a university.
No, when I'm around intellects, the terminology becoms a little bit more intellectual.
Your vocabulary gets more broad.
So I definitely, you know,
and
constantly
young
condense
people,
things,
as it should. Anyone listening to this that talk about, yo, nah, son, keep it. No, fam, you should have an expanded vocabulary for when you're dealing with certain situations.
Yeah, the people who run this place are very smart.
Yeah,
they nerds, but they're smart.
Yeah.
They're very, very smart. But is for me, I'm just at a point now where I can be honest. I've proved my points. You know, I've established myself in a certain capacity. I've achieved great levels of success that I never thought I would as a young ghetto kid from the west side of Chicago. So I don't really, you know, I've had the greatest reaction of all. I've been blackballed, you know,
right, yeah.
not being.
I love that. I love that.
They're kind of taking some of the black off, and that's not a rumor. That's real.
That moment was ill. I like watching you recover from that.
Blackballed where?
Don't
worry about the don't worry about the specifics.
The viewers will enjoy that.
Yeah, don't worry about the
people know what Lupe has said or done in his past, and there's been ramifications for that.
Yeah,
that's made things more difficult for him.
But through that difficulty, you come out the other side with great opportunities. And it's funky when you see the people who leave you alone, but the people you attract because you're honest and you speak what you say are way more powerful and have way more influence than the people who left you alone.
Mm-hmm.
And when you see dynamics like that, you just like, so why would I bite my tongue? You know?
Well, because I think people respect, they may not like your words, but they respect the intellect and where it's coming from. And I also think that, and one thing I've learned is that when you have a malicious intent, people can tell. When you're just saying, listen, here's how I'm affected by whatever's going on around me or the current events of today, and you're transparent and honest and people know that you want to better people. You want, you know what I mean? They see that. So I think what you're experiencing right now is people recognizing in you that you are a creative person who wants to make things better for as many people as you can. And your intellect is high, so they are going to engage with you at a certain level. You know what I'm saying? And I think a lot of people don't understand that concept, right? Like, you know, there are politics at play, but people want to know that you know what the fuck you doing out here.
Right.
And they want to know that you know what you're saying and the impact of what you're saying.
Right.
But look, I've watched you for a long time. So I know what you're doing when you do it, which is why I pulled your card early in this conversation.
97. Dot 97. 100 round clip for Dot 97.
Yeah,
woo! And it go hard.
Yo, so, okay, other than Young Thug, your favorite rappers right now?
I like Young Thug. Crit. Big Crit,
I love Crit,
the homie. He's on the album too. So Critty. Who else? I don't really listen to a lot.
Are you a fan of Kendrick?
Yeah, I always been a fan of Kendrick. I'm not a nut hugger like you, but
I point out the best.
Talk about it.
Best is the best.
Not the best. Let's stop that.
He dropped the best album of the last decade.
Here we go.
Look at him. Decade. 10 whole years.
5 to 10.
He's like,
so
yo,
now he changed it to
10
5.
Years, not
well,
5
my memory
to 10.
gets blurry. It's been the last. It's the best album I remember in a long time. How do you feel?
I always divert to. I was a big Watch the Throne fan though, so I love that album. I love the Kendrick
Not
album.
hugging.
What?
Son of a gun. Better than what? Better than Good Kid, Mad City.
In some regards, yes.
In some regards.
Nah, because he go in. Rosenberg goes in when
love
it comes to Kendrick. He's
Kendrick's
like, yo, are these nuts? Let me hug these. It's like,
why are you tight?
wow.
He's tight about it. Don't be tight.
I'm not tight. What am I tight about?
You don't love the album?
Hold on. What am I tight about?
This is good.
My passion for
Everyone
Kendrick's
tuning
album.
in,
Why would I
this
be
is
tight about
phenomenal.
that?
I don't know. Why
would I be tight about
Why
your
are you tight about
Why would
it?
I be tight about your personal opinion?
I don't know. You're calling me a nut hugger. That's not nut hugging.
You kind of nut hugging though.
I'm not nut hugging. I'm not nut hugging, so to
See
speak.
how he can dish it, but he can't take it.
I'm taking
so
it.
I said,
I'm not upset about it.
it's
I
like,
hear
let me
you.
hold-
I just don't think it's accurate.
No. But listen, Kendrick is ill. He's super ill. To me, the whole TDE team is the illest team.
It is
Right
very
now,
ill.
they're the illest team that I've seen in maybe 5 years.
Okay.
Right. So Ab-Soul's on the album. That's my homie.
Oh, really?
You get the Thorns and Horns is on the Lupe SoundCloud. Me and Ab-Soul, and we got another record on the album. I just trying to work with SZA right now. It's just it's a great piece. I love the creative collective that they got. And you as an MC, like, man, I wish I had that.
But you still take exception with Kendrick being the best.
I don't lyrically. No, I don't think that. To me, MF Doom is the best. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Well, it's a respectable answer. He knows how to kill me with something that I'm like,
yeah, you can't.
Yeah, because he can't argue that.
No.
Now, what we could do is say of the new rappers.
Yeah.
If we isolated the conversation,
lyrically,
because I brought up Watch the Throne, which isn't fair either, right?
You're taking two veterans and together.
Can't do that.
Yeah,
right.
So on some lyrics, which I listen to lyrics,
okay,
right. So I don't mind. I did take offense to the battle rap thing that y'all was talking about, right?
I hate where battle.
Hold on, no, let's save that for a second because you asked him a question, and then let's get to the battle rap.
We on a mission.
Young ones.
We on a mission.org.
Oh, yes.
The new single Mission. Go get that.
Now transfer back.
Transfer back. Real
Of
quick.
the young MCs.
Of the young MCs, I think lyrically, is King Los. Is Logic. Is Logic.
Logic over Kendrick.
Right.
Love Logic.
Yes.
Over Kendrick.
Yes. What am I speaking French?
It must be. You must be speaking fucking Farsi. I don't know what you're saying.
Look how turned up he getting right now.
No, but listen,
this my
we gotta
personal.
give
Logic's my
the
homie.
Farsi joke
Look
was
at
good.
this
The
guy.
Farsi joke was good. That was good.
Yo, Logic is my homie
What do they
from
speak
Maryland.
Farsi? What do they speak Farsi?
In the Middle East, in Iran.
Okay, I was just making sure. You're just throwing out random things. You don't know what you're talking about.
You knew
Yo, you was trying to get
You knew I was gonna know that.
So King Los,
Okay.
Logic, Cassidy, lyrically, stop playing with me.
With Kendrick Lamar?
The only
Where
thing
are we?
Listen. This is what I'm gonna say. The only thing that Kendrick gives me, only because we know more of his material, that the other people that you named doesn't, is he gives me stories.
Mm-hmm.
He gives me just battle rhymes and just talking shit. That old swag out rhyme shit. And
Personal. Who he is as a person, his character.
He gives you, and yes. So he
This
gives
is
you
all.
that.
This is really just to expose, because they thought I was playing when I said this. He nuts hug. He nuts.
I just point out.
You see him pontificating
You know
at
what they
great
say.
length.
You know they say facts, right?
He's like he
Facts.
gives you personals. He gives you
Facts.
stories.
Q does that very well too, by the way. Q has lyrics. Q has facts as well. I mean, Q has a personal story. He has lyrics.
But when you
Cassidy's
say,
a great rapper, but who is Cassidy?
Listen, when you say the best, what do you mean? Who's Cassidy?
Do we know the stories that make who Cassidy the man is? He's a battle
Yes,
MC.
you do know Cassidy's
Come on,
stories,
bro.
but Cassidy's songs.
do?
If people who are Cassidy
Listen,
fans,
listen.
he's put it in
now,
his music.
now, let me equalize and democratize this whole piece. Hollow the Don.
I don't know
Right.
how Dons work.
That's your fault.
Now
Now you
I'm
operating
okay with
now.
it.
You operating off some. He operating off ignorance
No, I'm not.
because
This is good.
he don't know who
This
Hollow
is
the
good.
Don
This
is.
is
Do you
good.
want to go for album for album? I'll
No,
tell you the
we
albums
don't
you
have
haven't listened
time
to and
for
tell
that.
you. Well, you didn't listen
We're
to this
not
album.
doing that. So
Do you like Hard to Obtain's album, Ism and Blues? You want to just name random albums I like? We can do that. That's not fair.
Like I said, I didn't take offense to your personal opinion. I love Kendrick. When I gave Kendrick my Lupe Fiasco Fan Awards, you remember those? I gave Kendrick Lamar.
That was early
the
in the
next
game. That
big
was early.
thing.
That was
Early.
early.
Oh, I know you're a very
pre-album.
up
Listen, pre-album.
Yeah,
I'm still going off Section 80. Right?
Which is an amazing piece of work also.
Amazing. So don't. But when we talking about the best, my G.
But it's funny.
Listen,
So,
stop.
okay, let
The
me ask you
best?
this. Let me ask
like
you this.
the best. You get like Joe Budden can't rap.
Joe Budden can rap his ass off.
Okay, then.
But has
What are
Joe
we
Budden put out a
talking
body of
So,
work like
let me
Good
ask
Kid,
you
Mad
this.
City?
Now you diverting.
So
Not diverted.
So, Lupe.
We'll argue this later.
Lupe.
Presso gave him one of these.
Lupe, real quick.
He's not hugging, bro.
So he's talking about body of work, not just lyrics. You're talking about lyrics.
He's a rapper. Rappers love to talk
So,
lyrics.
but let me have what
Wait,
would make
what they got to do with anything?
nothing. What would make in
Battle
your
Scars
mind?
went platinum. No lyrics on there. I can play the game too.
I just disagree with what
We
you're
on
saying
a mission.
fundamentally.
Right here.
What are we disagreeing
Oh,
with?
here we go. Just go.
What are we
Let's
disagreeing
go.
with?
Let's go.
Are we disagreeing? Hold on. Are we
Let's go. What your
Hold on.
question was,
Stop.
too,
Are we disagreeing that King Los is a better rapper than Kendrick Lamar? Because
I-
you're bugging if you say anything other than that.
Are you kidding me?
Yes.
Well, King Los, from what I've heard, is a phenomenal rapper. What album has he put out that has affected the scope of music as we know it?
He's got a point.
Kendrick Lamar added to the lexicon of classic hip hop albums. I love
use
Los.
the word lexicon ever again.
I love Los, but what has he put out that is in that category?
But now he's creating a bar.
Of course, that's what we
How
do.
many rappers who are legends have done that? Right? It's a few people who
That's
have
a
like
few.
albums that are like, yo. Right?
But
Are we gonna discount AZ? Because AZ didn't put out an album that came out in
AZ has put out an
gangbusters?
album that's better than any of the aforementioned people you just said, though. AZ's first album is a
Pieces of a Man.
Prove it.
I'm a Pieces of a Man fan. Right?
You're a unique.
I'm unique. Now I'm unique.
Well, a lot of
This
people
guy
don't know
right
Pieces of
here.
Man. A lot of people don't know that album.
All right, let
I
me
know
reel
it.
this back in.
All right.
What makes an MC in your mind, or let's just say a rapper and their album and their music, what makes them the best?
You have to be lyrically proficient. First.
And that's it.
First,
Oh,
you have to
okay,
be
first.
lyrically for me to grade you. And what's my grade? Lupe don't know what he's talking about. Right?
Neither do I.
Lupe
So
has no idea what he's
neither of
talking
us
about.
know.
Lupe don't rap, right? To grade you in the caliber of like we can play, right? And we could talk about who's hot on the radio. We could talk about their album, whatever, because you had swimming pools of liquor, right? We can get busy,
You're
right?
just taking a shot at that song. That song has many layers to it.
Look at this guy.
You're trolling me.
I'm
in the
trolling him
conversation.
hard
I know,
just for
it's
him
so
to
hard.
kind of bare his soul and his ridiculousness.
It's
I've
not
watched too long for
ridiculous.
this guy
It's not
right here to just
ridiculous.
turn up over. You're nothing because you didn't put out.
You want to flip it to Cuban Links conversation? There's many albums I feel that way about.
Rosenberg, this interview is not about you.
It's
sir.
not about you. I
He's
just think
making it
it's.
about
I
me.
just
I'm
think.
not doing
Calm down.
Okay.
I think the level of lyricism has to be extremely high, and it has to be something that is inarguable, right? You can't argue like that. He whack, because now you're coming from a personal place, right? Your personal opinion. I'm talking about like Hollow the Don is one of the nicest MCs on earth. King Los is one of the nicest MCs on earth. So when I come as a rapper to other rappers and I hear what you're saying, and when you in the rap where you say you're the best, your verse is whack. You can't have a whack verse and say you're the best. in a
Okay,
whack
so let me
verse.
jump in right there. Let me jump in right here
Fair
because this is Lupe. This is
Don't
where
make
I
no sense.
normally jump in, right? And I always have this debate with because you, sir, are a person that understands melody, right, and song structure,
Yes.
and the importance of the other things that also make a song great,
Yes.
which I like to see. That helps me decide because I believe there are a lot of great rappers and wordsmiths and people who can make dynamic things. But it's that next piece, that song thing that you understand
And has done many times.
and keeps doing over and over that makes you a superstar. Speaking of superstar,
A very good one. Good one to mention.
you like that?
Can you
So
hug my nuts a little?
No, I'm just saying because if someone else made that song, you might write off a song like Superstar.
No,
but
I
the
would
fact
not.
is,
I
the
wouldn't
do
structure
that.
of that
I wouldn't
song
do
is
that.
incredibly important to the greatness
Yo.
of the song.
Rosenberg, hang on. This is about Lupe.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
So talk about that next piece when you're talking about rappers. How do you also grade that next piece, the
Most
music
definitely,
piece?
most definitely. I think why I love Kendrick is because Kendrick reminds me of the Aquemini album. So Good Kid, Mad City reminds me of Aquemini,
Yep.
and I said this before. For somebody to take all those ideas and be able to make them palatable, weird shit from over here, left sounds, this, and to know that it comes from this collective of people, you know, who all think on the same wavelength. So Ab-Soul is on the same wavelength. Schoolboy is on the same wavelength. You can just feel that there's a wonderful pot of creativity that's cooking over at TDE, and that's why I applaud it. I think it's amazing, right? But do I think it's the best?
Not yet.
No, I think there's still things to be done.
That I agree.
I'm nowhere near the best. I popped that talk, but
But
look,
you're a rapper.
I'm
You're supposed to.
I'm a C+.
You're definitely higher than C+. I'll put you higher.
Lupe Fiasco, ladies and gentlemen.
We are
the
on a
song
mission.org.
and the song.
It's called Mission. It's the new singles. We're on a mission.org. You can go there and check out the video, download it. We're shooting a video in a couple weeks. Out right now. Go get Mission. We're on a mission.org.
And hip hop fans, if you don't know, and you look at Lupe Fiasco's Twitter and his tweets are blocked or he doesn't follow you or whatever's going on, he's watching.
No,
watching
the Twitter's unblocked, so you can follow me on Twitter.
Oh, you can now.
It's open, yeah.
Are you gonna follow back? Hell,
You want me to follow you back?
nah, son. I don't want you to follow me, son.
So I can see your recklessness.
What? What?
Ebro, you know what you should stop doing?
Tell me.
You've made your peace. Stop defending it.
I don't defend it. I just like to get into it.
But you shouldn't do that.
But I feel like hip hop is
He's a
for
rehasher.
No. I feel no.
Crazy.
I feel like hip hop is for people. I feel like it's for the people. And if I have a position where people want to attack it, I feel like if you're a fan of this culture, I'm gonna give you
who's attacking it
or debate it or whatever. I feel like I need to exchange with people who are fans of this culture to keep it honest and people feeling like people give a fuck about them. That's how I feel about this position. I feel like my transparency and my engagement with who the fuck ever you are, if you're a little egg, if you're whoever the fuck you
Empty
are,
egg?
I'm gonna get at you.
No, he does. And in all fairness, we're dealing with this today. With Chuck D coming
Yes.
at the radio station. For whatever reason, we happen to be a piece that people love to talk about in the conversation of, how hip hop is seen and taken. And he does a good job at fighting that fight.
Buckshot wants to come up and go hip hop talk to slang sneakers, or when Chuck D wants to do hip hop talk because he put out music today. I'm open for all of that. Like, I'm open for it. Let's do it. But I appreciate your Twitter etiquette lesson, but
He's the trill troll.
I'm the trill troll.
He is the trill troll. I respect that.
I'm with you.
By the way, we got away from something. You were about to ask him an awesome question, and then I was like, nah, finish who the best new rapper is, and we didn't go back to what the question
Well, I
was.
fucked it up and forgot now. How about that?
It was a good one.
Lupe Fiasco is good at dancing us, but we'll get him back. When he is ready, ladies and gentlemen, watch this. When the album's going to come out, whenever they give us the date, he will be back to promote the album.
We'll be back, and we will argue again.
And he'll play the album card, which will then go into the debate of who's the best MC, because then he'll consider himself the best at that moment to sell the album, which then we'll debate lyrics, and then we'll...
Nah, I don't think I'm the best.
We'll see when the album comes out.
I got a lucky opportunity to make some music and make some money at the same time, too. And I just happen to be an all right MC.
Fuck Ree, I say.
Fuck me.